comedy mic. Stand-up comedy mic. Stand-up comedy mic. How you doing? My name is Marvin, and this is my friend Ian. We're back. Ian, do you have a joke?
Joke?
Yeah.
I think everybody knows that you're the funny one, right?
All right, I have a joke. Knock, knock. Interrupting cow. Moo!
That was a joke.
All right, I got another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
If
dad
this
joke.
one isn't funny, you need to leave.
Okay. What did sushi A say to sushi B?
Quack, quack.
Wasabi.
All right, that was Marvin, everybody. He's not coming back now.
I'm done. Drop the mic. All right, welcome back. I want to see your video. Well, Ian really wants to see your video. Did you know Ian has experience in social entrepreneurship? He's going to tell us his journey and his story. Particularly, the first time I met him, I was attracted to his story because I was working with students, working on social entrepreneurship. And here is Ian going, yes, we've done it. It's amazing. So let's hear his story a little bit later. But should we watch the videos first, Ian? So let's grab your phones. Hopefully our technical man, will be able to airdrop your file, your video file. Airdrop? Does airdrop work? Yeah, cool. Please, 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 please. All right, let's airdrop. Just go to the technical man. One of your phone guys, line up behind.
Who's going first?
And let's airdrop the video file to our tech guy. Yeah. Do you have a video? Yes. Come on. Do you have video? Yes. Yeah. Tech guy. Video. Tech guy. All right. For those of you who weren't here, we created a video that was 60 seconds to explain the problem, the detail of the problem that we're trying to solve, the why.
And why did you want a 60-second video on the detail of the problem?
Very, very good question. Why did we do this? Actually, you tell me, why did I make you create a video?
Think about what we talked about this morning in terms of the best way to communicate something.
Why did I make you do it in a video? You could have just told me. Why did I make you create it in a video? Actually, I'd like to introduce you to a very good friend. Ellie Barkley. Please welcome Ellie Barkley. So Ellie is our content creation manager at QTCEA. That's why she's been very busy. Hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Hey, Ellie. I got them to create a video on their phones. Why is it important for us to learn how to create content, especially video content? Why is it so important?
Well, good question. Personally, it's because there are so many different mediums and ways that we can tell stories, but it's been proven that video is a very effective way to tell a story. And that's because it has a human element to it, it has movement to it, and people are very easily able to follow that.
And why is a short video like 60 seconds really important for, say, social media?
Oh, well, for social media, people actually don't generally watch videos that are past 60 seconds. So being able to be concise enough for a 60-second video is a very good skill to have.
And what's the impact for reach on a post on, say, Instagram or Facebook?
Numbers?
Yeah. What have you seen?
Well, honestly, it also depends on the kind of content that you're putting out there. But videos do tend to have a much higher impact in terms of reach and also engagement than just stills alone.
And the most important thing is that you're all talking about a social challenge. And the problem with a social challenge is it can be quite hard to convey the impact So choosing a medium like video gives you a really good opportunity to talk about why your issue is important and why people need to sort of get on board, why people need to collaborate with you, why people need to care.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you very much, Ellie Barkley. She's awesome. Have a chat with Ellie even after the workshop and to find out different digital literacy, content creation skills that she has. She's a specialist in our team. She helps us, makes us look good online, and she helps spread the message that we have with other people. You can do the same. I'm trying to empower you. Maybe open your eyes a little bit about the power of your phone. You don't need amazing videography skills. That's helpful, but you can do it on a camera phone and reach lots and lots and lots and lots of people. You can scale your communication. It's amazing, isn't it? So
how are we doing with the tech over here?
Nearly there. Can we watch one?
Are we ready to go? There's a problem?
Oh, they have a little problem. Okay.
All right. Well, I think while we're waiting for that, I started a new business recently, and it's all about helping really young children to learn to read. And I want parents, mums and dads, to buy books, to buy my apps, and to buy lots of other products that will help their child to read. And I actually chose video as a way of launching this business. And the reason I did that is all the reasons we just talked about, the fact that it's more impactful, it's easy to spread the word via video. So I created a YouTube channel, and we packed that with content with puppets. So we had a giraffe puppet and a number of other different puppets. And the puppets are doing videos to really young kids, to really young children, to teach them how to read. And we're using that as a way of extending our impact, growing an audience, and doing all of that before we actually create a product to sell to people. Because I think the worst thing you can possibly do with a startup is to start with a product and then hope that some people turn up and buy the product. That's not going to work. What you need to do is start by bringing a load of people with you, creating a movement, creating impact, and helping people to understand why what you do is important, and then presenting your solution, which is a product at the end of that. Again, another reason why I think this session is really cool.
Where can we find that, more of that story?
It's called Mr. T's Phonics. So YouTube/Mr. T's Phonics. And it's literally people with a hand up a puppet doing silly things in front of the camera. But people really like it. So over 500,000 people every single month watch the videos on that channel at the moment. And that's really helping us to build an audience to sell our actual products to.
Brilliant, Ian. And should we get into that story of yours? I'd love.
We might have to.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, they still haven't figured it out. I'm not sure how impactful video is if you can't watch it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to play a video, right? I think at current count we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 people trying to press play on a video. All right. Are we close now, or?
Okay. Should we start watching one?
One? All right, let's go for the first one.
One more? Sorry? Okay. So should we? Okay. Let's go with that.
Okay. It might take a little while longer. So, Marv mentioned that I had a story about social impact and a social impact business. Well, we talked about design thinking before the break. Let's have a little bit of quiet.
Listen up, listen up, listen up.
Everybody that's not actually part of the workshop, you keep it down, please. Creating a social impact and using design thinking as a means to solving that problem. I, as you know, used to work for Richard Branson. I created a company for Richard Branson, along with some colleagues of mine, that was all about helping entrepreneurs. So people like yourselves, how do we help you to start? How do we help you to grow a business? And about 4 years ago now, I met a really interesting guy that wanted to solve the problem of homelessness. Too much noise still over there. Sorry, guys. He wanted, there's lots of homeless people on the streets. It's a huge problem in the UK. as it is in lots of other places, and he wanted to do something about it. So he started with the idea that he was going to create a business to help homeless people to get off the streets. When starting with that problem, that's the kind of, talking about the kind of, have you got the, I better not ask for anything on the tech, had I? He started with the problem. He came up with a lot of different solutions to that problem, lots of different ideas. So, just giving homeless people money isn't necessarily the best way to solve that problem, because lots of homeless people in our country perhaps spend that money on drugs or alcohol or things that are going to make the situation a lot worse. And the best solution really would be to get them a job. But the problem with that is they perhaps don't necessarily have the right skills. They perhaps don't have the right paperwork to get a job at a very early stage. So he needed something that was really easy, that a homeless person could just get up off the street, go and do, and start to turn their life around so that they actually had somewhere to live, and so on. And he chose coffee, right? So a really sort of everyday item. And what he did was really, really clever. So he had a coffee roastery where they roast the beans in a factory, and then he had coffee carts. So a little push-along cart on the side of the road selling cups of coffee to passers-by. He has 1,000 of those coffee carts in London, 1,000 in Singapore, 1,000 in New York City. And as you probably already guessed by this point, the reason that that's helping people or helping the issue and tackling the issue of homelessness is because everybody that works for that company, apart from him, is actually homeless. Right? So it's easy to train someone to make a... I shouldn't say that. Marv, for those of you that weren't in this group earlier on, he was trained by a world champion barista, so we were making jokes about that earlier on. But it's actually quite easy to teach people to make a good cup of coffee. And so, there was no sort of problem in terms of finding people that were able to do these things. They were roasting the beans in the factory, and the better and the more successful he was with that business, the more people he was able to help. So I think that's a really good example both of social entrepreneurship and delivering impact, but also in terms of design thinking, because he started with the idea that he wanted to solve a problem rather than starting with a solution and working out whether people actually need that solution in the first place, which is why I think it's really, really cool.
Hang on. These guys are doing exactly that.
Exactly.
So you guys are starting with a problem first, and you're going to work through a solution now. Interesting. We have a question, Ian.
Yes.
2 questions.
Go for it.
My first question is, so where does that lead the homeless people who aren't homeless anymore to? So they're now working as baristas?
Yes.
So what is the career path for them, and is it meaningful work that they're doing?
Well, I think, look, there's a few benefits, right? So if you don't have a job, it makes it very hard to get a house. If you don't have a house, you actually can't even get a bank account. And perhaps you don't even have like a passport or some kind of birth certificate or any ID, which makes it really, really hard to play an active part in society. So there's a number of different reasons why it's actually really difficult once you become homeless to then start participating in society. Okay? So this was a really simple solution because he would pay them in cash. It was a really easy way to get people more actively engaged in the community. So the people that work for him, they have a social life because they get to talk to people every day. So that helps to bring them back into the community. They obviously have some money from working as a job, but what they're also gaining is that sense of self-respect again, right? And that's really, really important in terms of negating some of those sort of negative behaviors that we talked about at the beginning, so the drugs, the alcohol, and all these sorts of things. And the crime as well. So I think it was, as I say, it's a really interesting way of helping people to kind of bring themselves back into the community and into society. And
then they'll go on to find other jobs? Or?
Yes, if they want to, because also they make enough money doing what they do to live in the way they would like to. So the first step is make some money. The second step is to get yourself into maybe a hostel or something like that. And then that's sort of on the path then to getting something a little bit more permanent in terms of a home.
And my second question is, why did you choose reading as a skill that you think is important? Why did you choose?
This is my business you're talking about now. Okay. That, for me, is a really simple one, and it's because we don't do a good enough job of preparing really young children for, the life that they've got in front of them, right? So if you look at the way that, particularly in the UK, that children are taught to read, it's by a methodology called phonics, right? So it's kind of basically breaking down words into sounds, okay? And the problem with doing that is if you're going to start off on a very simplistic level and teach people, that means you need to take a small group of sounds. So, s, a, t, yeah? So there's 3 sounds, for example, that you might teach somebody at the beginning. But if you're going to put a book in front of a young child and they've only learned 3, 4, 5, 6 sounds, that doesn't give you a huge amount of vocabulary to build a story from. So all of the books that you find that teachers use to teach children to read in schools are boring. Okay? If I've got sat, I can say sat or at. It doesn't give me, how can you create a story with things like that? Okay? So that was kind of where it started. The second thing is that parents don't really know how to help their young children. Yeah? So sometimes they may think they know, and so they'll start to teach the young children things that the teachers don't want them to. So the most distressing thing I ever heard was when a teacher told me that the best thing a parent could do was nothing. And I sort of understand where they're coming from, but ultimately that can't be right, because everybody learns in a different way, but a schooling system has to teach everybody in the same way. Well, we can't really change the system, but what we could do is have parents playing a more active role, which allows them, if they work better with the teachers, to try and customize a little bit of that learning and help the child as an individual rather than as a class. So that's kind of where it all began. So we launched, we're about to launch our first reading series in Australia at the end of August. We have 15 apps in the App Store at the moment that you can download. And that's not just reading, it's things like maths as well. And then in the future, we're using things like AR and VR to kind of create experiences that parents can use to teach their children, not in a boring way. So like, okay, it's Sunday, so let's spend 5 hours learning at the dining room table. But more like, all right, we're in the car, you're bored, I want to teach you something, let's do that in a fun way that you can engage with. So we've got all kinds of ideas as to how we're going to do that as well. Hope that answers your question.
You believe that reading is one of the most important skills that children should learn?
I do. I'll give you an example as to why. So back in the UK, I think we mentioned yesterday, I have like a number of children, and one of them was doing some exams. So she was 6 at the time, and the teacher was kind of preparing all of the children for the exams, and she was talking to me about how hard it was, and she said the biggest thing that these children are going to fail on is not that they don't understand the questions, they can't actually do the maths, or they can't understand the science, or whatever else it might be, it's that they can't read the question in the first place. Yeah? So what you're actually doing by teaching people to read is teaching people or giving them the ability to learn lots of other things around them as well. And I think children don't go into school reading. I was reading when I was 2 years old. Children are going in at 4 and 5 and 6 and still aren't able to read. That can't be right. And then, of course, the other thing that we all talked about earlier on is the benefit of language and understanding language. Not just your own, but others as well. So I think probably a combination of both of those things is why that, I think, is the best starting point.
That's so interesting. Thank you so much. Let's give Ian Mason a round of applause for that. Again, having an expert in residence here in our bumper workshops is so important because we can really directly ask him for his experience, the learnings that he's come across. Thank you so much, Ian.
But the most important learning is how to press play on a YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
We all set to go,
gentlemen,
guys?
can we find out how much... We're good? We're good to go. Let's watch the videos.
Do it.
We've got... Hey, Wendy, do you want to quickly join us here? I know we've still got 2 mentors to join us, but we're joined again by amazing founders and mentors. Let's give it up for these guys. Wendy.
Yay!
ค่ะเดี๋ยวหลังจากนี้นะคะเราก็จะมีเมนทอร์นะคะมาช่วยนะคะสำหรับที่เราจะทำทีม challenge กันแล้วก็พรีเซนต์กันหมายถึงพิชกันในบ่ายนี้นะคะเพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวเรามารู้จักนะคะเมนทอร์ของเราทั้ง3ท่านเลยดีกว่านะคะทุกคนน่าจะรู้จักพี่โจอยู่แล้วนะคะพี่โจคิวค่ะเย่ท่านที่2นะคะพี่เจงนะคะ a p p t l ค่ะและท่านสุดท้ายนะคะพี่บอยค่ะสกูต้าค่ะเย่รู้จักกันไหมอ่ะรู้จักทั้ง3ท่านไหมไม่รู้จักงั้นขอเชิญพี่ๆข้างหน้าหน่อยค่ะ
Okay, great. So
I'll just gonna let them introduce themselves a little bit because some of them don't know the startup they're doing.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, before I guess we introduce that,
yes.
Join the team, and we'll watch these videos. You'll get to understand each startup problem. So if we watch this video now, so can we watch?
Do you wanna like just quick introduction and then let them choose?
Right, I see.
Okay ค่ะพี่เจงก่อนเลยค่ะ
สวัสดีครับก็พี่เจงนะครับออกเสียงคล้ายๆเจงกิสข่านเนี่ยถ้าอยู่ในธุรกิจยังไม่เรียกเจงก็โอเคอย่างเงี้ยอย่างอื่นก็จะหันหมดก็พี่อยู่เชียงใหม่ครับธุรกิจชื่อ a p p t l เป็นทำก็ดิจิทัลให้สตาร์ทอัพเข้าถึงแบบมีเดียของเทเลคอมได้ง่ายขึ้นอย่างเช่นอยากส่ง SMS อยากเรียก Data ได้ด้วย API เทคโนโลยีอะไรเงี้ยครับแล้วก็มีธุรกิจพวกเทรดดิ้งหรืออื่นๆอะไรเงี้ยครับ
ครับพี่โจนะครับเมื่อวานเจอกันแล้วนะก็ทำคิวนะครับก็พยายามทำให้ทุกที่ที่มีปัญหาเรื่องการรอคิวที่มีปัญหาเรื่องการแบบคนใช้เวลาแบบไร้สาระเอาเวลาพวกนั้นกลับคืนมาให้กับยูเซอร์เรานะครับแล้วก็พยายามขยายไปทุกที่ตอนนี้ก็เริ่มสเกลออกต่างประเทศแล้วครับ
พี่บอยนะครับเมื่อวานไม่ได้มานะครับมาวันนี้วันแรกที่เป็นโคฟาวเดอร์ของสกูต้านะครับสกูต้าเป็นแอปที่เรียกรถ Messenger นะครับในกรุงเทพสำหรับ B2B โดยเฉพาะนะครับเราก็จะทำงานคล้ายๆกับ Line Man หรือ Grab แต่ว่าเราจะเน้นที่ B2B เป็นหลักนะครับตอนนี้เรามีรถมอเตอร์ไซค์อยู่ในกรุงเทพประมาณสัก 7,000 คันนะครับแล้วก็เราเซิร์ฟ B2B สัก30,000 รายแล้วก็ B2B
สตาร์ทอัพทุกรายใช้หมด
ใช่ถูกต้องครับขอบคุณครับ
คิวใช้เยอะมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับก็หากันลูกค้าตรงนี้กันเลย
ลูกค้าได้เดี๋ยวเรามาดูให้พี่ๆนะคะได้ดูวิดีโอของทั้งทุกทีมก่อนนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวให้พี่ๆเป็นคนเลือกลูกทีมดีกว่าว่าอยากจะไปเมนทอร์ทีมไหน
เลือกได้เลยเหรอ
ใช่โอ้โหแล้วถ้าเกิดแบบมีหลายอันต้องแย่งกัน
บอลมาทีหลังไม่มีสิทธิ์เลือก
Right. Really keen to see these videos. You guys have been working very hard. I wonder how they look. Right.
So he keeps studying, and every day 8 to 5.
นี่คือโฮมเวิร์กเมื่อคืนกันใช่ไหมครับ
But that is maybe not the thing that he want. From the other side, this is Jack. Jack joined the education program called the X program, asking him to face their many things to learn, such as the science, engineering, and the exploring the world.
From the start.
Oh, and the music also, and that's make him have the idea what to do to. So our target is about the quality of the education. So why is this important? For example, this is Joe, and Joe, he just studied, and he still don't know what he wants to be. So he decided to be the doctor as a demand of his parent. So he keeps studying and keeps studying and keeps studying every day, 8 to 5, and then he became the doctor. But that is maybe not the thing that he wants. From the other side, this is Jack. Jack joined the education program called the X program. That's bring him to face there many things to learn, such as the science, engineering, and the exploring the world. Oh, and the music also. And that's make him have the idea what to do to develop himself and develop the world.
Quickly, any questions on that startup? And who was it behind that? It was this table here? Yeah? Yeah, this team. Amazing work. Any questions for this team? And what was your team name again? Oh. Yeah. Autoplay.
Which team? This one?
This team?
Okay, I pick this team.
Excellent. Well done.
Yes, I choose.
In June 29, Philippines chief contest 69 container of waste returned to Canada. Why? Because nobody wants someone else's trash in their home. It's bad for their health. It's bad for the environment. But it's not just the environment. The world affects this. So if we can find the solution to deal with the waste, the people will be happier, healthier, and the environment will be healthy.
Well done. Let's give it up for that team. You go. Wow. Oh, next one's that's for you guys. Well done, guys. Excellent work. All right, the final video.
Have you ever felt lonely? Have you tried to reach out to old friends but not get a reply? Maybe because they've passed away. Thai seniors suffer from loneliness constantly. The aging population is growing at an exponential rate, and by 2040, the amount of people aged over 60 in Thailand is predicted to reach 25% of the population. Many of these people still live with their families and have them as their only source of socialization. They have to wait at home alone all day for their children to come back from work. And many develop depression from lack of socialization. So, how can we solve the problem of loneliness in an aging population?
There you have it. They're the 4 projects, the 4 problem spaces that our teams are working on. Really well done. I'm so impressed. Ian, what should they do with these videos? Should we empower them to post it?
You should absolutely post it. I think the first part of any kind of problem-solving startup exercise is to learn how to talk about what you're trying to do, and then go out and talk about it as much as you possibly can. So I think this is a great first step in doing that. As I said before, I'm a big believer in building audiences, building tribes, building a group of people that care about what you're doing before you actually start to do something about it. So again, that's a cool first step. And I guess probably the next step from here, we're obviously going to talk about what we're going to do in this exercise, but I think being able to go out and talk to people, maybe people in government that might be able to help you, maybe people that want to invest in your idea, whomever it might be, learning how to talk to them about the problem that you're looking to solve.
Okay, well, founders, can I invite you to join randomly any team? We need your help. We need your help.
Choose one by one, or we just randomly.
Anyone, just
one group each.
Yeah, and we might swap you too in different groups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to go through the ideation process now and help you guys. If you can, please find a Sharpie and Post-it notes for every member. Sharpie and Post-it notes for every member. Sharpie and Post-it notes for every member. Oh yeah, plenty.
Okay. Let's start with farmer thing.
Oh yeah, this is really quick. So we're only going to spend maybe 15 minutes in total in ideation. Oh, yeah. Would you like to sit? Oh, no. We'll just work through this ideation process together. So just sit with your team's mentors, and then let's work on this together. Hi, we have another founder. Hey, how you doing?
ค่ะเราจะมีเมนทอร์อีกท่านหนึ่งนะคะนี่พี่บอลนะคะ Box 24 ค่ะเย่
Excellent. Great. Okay. So what I want you to do on your chart, if you can write the sentence, how might we create whatever problem? So your problem statement should read, how might we solve the homelessness problem in Bangkok? How might we? So create that sentence. Okay? Once you have that, we'll work on this.
Not.
โอเคค่ะเดี๋ยวเราจะให้เวลาทีมละ5 นาทีนะคะ5 นาทีคุยกับเมนทอร์ทุกท่านก่อนนะคะเดี๋ยวคุยเสร็จแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะมาทำแอคทิวิตี้ร่วมกันนะคะ5 นาทีนะคะรู้จักกับเมนทอร์ของท่านก่อนนะคะ
He
Okay. Attention, everybody. If I can just pause your conversation with your mentors just for 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. Pause. Listen to this. I want you to take a post-it note each. One post-it. In fact, no. Take 8 post-it notes each. 8 post-it notes each. 8 post-it notes each. Okay? Okay, now you have 8 minutes. I want you to write individually, one person, for 8 post-it notes each. I want you to think of a solution, a new idea, 8 new ideas for your problem. But, you cannot talk. You can only do this by yourself. That's one idea per minute. Once we're finished, I want you to share, then you can talk. But for 8 minutes, no talking. Ideas to solve the problem, okay? I want you to come up with 8 ideas to solve the problem. Make it fast, make it quick. No talking. Go.
ค่ะ เมื่อกี้เราก็คิดปัญหากันมาแล้วนะคะ เพราะฉะนั้นตอนนี้ให้ทุกคนห้ามคุยกัน เขียนวิธีการแก้ปัญหามาคนละ1อย่างนะคะในโพสต์ตัวเองโดยที่ห้ามคุยกันนะคะห้ามแอบดูกันห้ามลอกกันนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะมาแชร์กันกับเพื่อนๆนะคะว่าวิธีการแก้ปัญหาของเราคืออะไรห้ามลอกกันนะคะต่างคนต่างคิดนะคะต่างคนต่างคิดนะคะคนละ1นะคะห้ามลอกกันนะคะ
Wow, I see like 3 ideas here already. Fantastic. Excellent. Crazy ideas are okay. If you're stuck on ideas, think of maybe what if you had lots of money? What if you had lots of staff?
We have to prepare it.
All right. 1 minute has passed. One idea per post-it note. Just keep it per person. So no. Each person should have 8 ideas. Each person, 8 ideas.
เอาใหม่นะคะก็คือทุกคนนะคะคิดวิธีการแก้คนละ8อันนะคะ8ไอเดียนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นทุกท่านจะมี8 post it นะคะแล้วก็ห้ามคุยกันห้ามลอกกันนะคะแล้วเดี๋ยวเราจะมาแชร์ดูว่า grouping ว่ามีอันไหนที่คล้ายกันบ้างต่างกันบ้างนะคะ8ไอเดียนะคะในการแก้ปัญหานะคะห้ามลอกกันนะคะคนละ8ไอเดียนะคะ
This is a great group here.
Yep.
No talking, everybody
No talking
writing
นะคะ
down ideas really
not
quickly.
talking to them.
The faster, the better. The
Just
faster, the
let
better.
them อ๋อโอเค 8 ideas นะคะคนละ8ไอเดียแล้วก็เขียนใน8 post it นะคะโดยที่ห้ามลอกกันนะคะ
That's good. No sharing just yet. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Because if you share now, your creativity will stop. Okay? I want you just to think for yourself.
แอบลอกกันไม่ได้นะคะเดี๋ยวมันจะทำให้ความคิดสร้างสรรค์ของเราเนี่ยมันหยุดชะงักเพราะเราไปลอกคนอื่นนะคะ
If you're stuck for ideas, imagine what your favorite entrepreneur would think.
How many minutes left?
We're only 3 minutes in, so we're going to stop it at 5. We're going to be a little bit faster. 5-minute ideation. 8 ideas. I want 8 ideas. Don't share it just yet. Don't share it just yet. Once you're finished, you can stop. You don't have to write it. You can draw it. You can design it. Excellent. Okay, 30 more seconds. quick, as many ideas as you can. If you've got 4, that's good. See if you can try to get 6. If you've got 8, fantastic. See if you can try to go for 9 or 10. Last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now go around each member in your group and share 3 ideas. Your favorite 3 ideas. Share. Go. Make it quick. Share. 3 ideas only. Share your ideas quickly. Share your ideas quickly. Everybody has to share. Excellent. I like this group is standing up. Excellent. You think better when you stand up. Quickly go through your ideas. Don't waste too much time. Okay, it looks like Zheng's team is going ahead. Very, very good. If you haven't already, I want you to share, cluster, and vote. Cluster means put together the similar ideas, and I want you then, everybody, to vote for your favorite one. Cluster and vote.
โอเคค่ะเดี๋ยวหลังจากนี้นะคะก็จับกลุ่มนะคะไอเดียของเรานะคะว่าอันไหนที่เหมือนกันนะคะแล้วสุดท้ายเลือกอันที่ชอบที่สุดนะคะชอบที่สุดนะคะ1ไอเดียนะคะ 1 ไอเดียนะคะรวมกลุ่มนะคะลองแมปปิ้งรวมกันว่าอันไหนที่คล้ายกันนะคะแล้วเราก็เลือกมาแค่1ไอเดียนะคะ just one right one idea one cluster okay one vote for cluster one for ค่ะถ้าเลือกได้แล้วบอกได้เลยนะคะถ้าเลือกแล้วยกมือได้เลยนะคะเลือกแล้วใช่ไหมเอ่ยเลือกที่ดีที่สุดยังคะโอเค Marv they're done they have chose one already เลือกแล้วยกมือเลยนะคะเลือกได้แล้วยกมือเลยนะคะ
prototype can be from post-it notes. Make a 3D model. I don't know, is it a helmet or a hat? Created with paper, okay? Have a model, you can test it. I don't know. What is your product? Have a step like make a mock website, okay? A mock website, a wireframe. I want to see if I was the user for your product, how would I experience your product? Have a role play. Hi, I am a new customer. What is your product? Okay. I'm going to see if I can use it. See if there's usability. If there's delight. I want you to create a prototype. Put it on paper. Okay. Great. That's cool. I didn't know they're going to do it for hardware. Have you finished sharing? Not yet. Keep sharing. Everybody voting? Voting? Not yet. Or clustering. Clustering first, grouping? Yeah. That's good. Once you've done that, start voting.
In this room.
To use up the leftover pasta, maybe give it to them to cook.
Yeah, to cook.
Because we can't take it home. just there, so people might as well eat it.
We didn't get anywhere on the date. We didn't get anywhere on the date with them.
It's
like making friends.
Michigan Ferry.
We can't get around.
That's what I mean. We're gonna have to move it the way we can't do it. It's just out of the question.
I forget what her exact message said. I think she said she was going to ask.
You're like, I've got a wedding to shoot next week.
I mean, look, I can be pretty flexible, but I can't be flexible for launching my business. Like, it's happening in these 2 days. That's it. That's right. Yeah, different planes and different airports, but roughly the same time. Yeah, because I'm going from Dongwei, and he's going from. Why? Well, because I flew in from Sydney, and so I got an Asia flight from Sydney, and that went to Dongwei. So I guess they just didn't reserve from the same place. Yeah, it wasn't much fun.
Oh, okay.
Right. It actually didn't feel like it took that long to get there. Really? Because the other, what's the other airport? The main airport? Yeah, that one. Like, it's taken me. Sometimes it's taken me 2 hours to get here. It's crazy.
27 September. Your wedding.
Yeah. So it's the date's been locked in the 31st of August and the 1st of September. Well, I'm sure that I'm 29th and 30th, but I
อย่าลืมคิดชื่อทีมนะคะ แล้วเดี๋ยวอีกบ่าย3:30นะคะเซฟไฟล์ใส่ PDF แล้วก็มาส่งนะคะเซฟไฟล์ใส่ PDF เป็น USB แล้วมาส่งนะคะ3:30นะคะ3:30